Hey guys, let's try this again. This is take 2 of my live feed. Something happened with my phone and it kept blinking at me a couple minutes ago. So anyways, I am going to just take this time to share with you guys one of my favorite parts of this book, that kind of aha moment that I had whenever I was reading it. And I hope that every one of you is spending 10 to 20 minutes a day at least reading The Energy Bus. It's just amazing. So let's see here. Something that I love, this is where it said, where Joy had given George a piece of paper, and on it says, the bus stopped and Joy turned to George. So, where do you desire to go, George? What's your vision? Actually, I'm going to back up a second. Let me read this little excerpt on page 30 where it really started. This is your energy bus. You're the driver. Did you know you can take your bus anywhere you want to go? Say yes 3 times with me. You can take it to the movies, to the beach, or to the North Pole. Just say where you want to go and believe that it will be so, because every journey and ride begins with a desire to go somewhere and do something. And if you have a desire, then you also have the power to make it happen. And that cannot be more true, and I am living proof of that. You can be living proof of that. Some of you already are living proof of that. But it goes on to say, the bus stopped and Joy turned to George and said, so where do you desire to go, George? What's your vision? She asked as she handed him a piece of paper. Once you know this, all the other rules will fall into place. George sat at his desk looking at the piece of paper Joy had given him, and at the top of the page were instructions from Joy. First, decide what you want, George. It goes for all of us. Decide, what do you want your life to look like? Then you can start creating it. Don't let the world create you. You create your world. Complete these questions and we'll talk about them on the bus tomorrow. So I want each and every one of you to complete these questions and post them below. Send them to me in a private message. Keep them wrapped up for your vision and your sight every single day. But number 1, my vision for my life, including my health, is. Number 2, my vision for my work, career, job, and team is. And number 3, my vision for my relationship and family is blank. What is your vision? Until you can capture and see and feel what your vision of your life is going to look like, and once you put yourself in a position where you're already saying to myself or to yourself, I'm living this way. For me, I already had my life envisioned of how I would feel and how my life would look after I lost 15 pounds 3.5 years ago, when I was at my lowest, most miserable point in my life. I just couldn't stand the way that nothing fit. My clothes didn't fit. I wasn't confident. I wasn't comfortable. I just couldn't even look in the mirror without feeling disgusted about myself. And I never wanted that to rub off onto my kids. So that's kind of where it all started, right? And then whenever I decided to start my Beachbody business, it was more just because I just needed to change somehow. I needed something to change financially for my family and for my kids. So I took the business that we all have, this opportunity that every single one of us has an equal opportunity of being successful or not successful, whatever you choose to do with it. We all have the exact same potential. And I took that and I said, you know what? I'm going to envision what my life will look like when we are debt-free, when I am helping, at least 1 person a day, when I am achieving these tiny little goals of helping 3 to 5 people a month. How am I going to feel once that is achieved? How am I going to feel once financial freedom is achieved? How am I going to feel? What will my life look like when my husband is not in the Navy anymore? When we can, buy our dream house and have a pool, because I would really like a pool. When I am at X, Y, and Z, how am I going to feel? And that's what's been my driving force. I'm the driver of my bus, and when my life is not going in the direction that I want it to go in, I am the only one who can make that happen, with the help of God, with the help of my family, with my determination, with my willpower to go out and make things happen and make change happen. So I want to encourage each and every one of you guys today to find your vision. write it down, don't lose sight, and when it gets cloudy, you shift. You change a little bit here and there at a time, but you never stop driving your bus to where you want to go. Okay? So I can't wait to hear what your vision is or see it. Type it below. But I want to see it all, guys. I want you guys to live your purpose, live your passion, and live your dreams.